What's up, guys? It's Mike and I'm back with another episode. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to do a BattleWorn finish in a single color Rattlecan on any one of your firearms. So guys, here it is. There's really no magic to any of this. It's all common sense and not rocket science. The thing of it is you really just have to be confident in what you're doing. Especially, some of these guns are pretty expensive, so just taking a Rattlecan to them can be expensive. But there is a reason why I chose a Rattlecan. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably not really confident in your ability, or you don't have the tools in order to Duracoat something, or especially Cerakote something. Now, Duracoat's a little bit easier, in my opinion, than Cerakote because there's not all the prep and stripping work involved. Duracoat is extremely durable, and I believe it's a great product, but in my personal opinion, it's best applied with an airbrush. I do happen to have that, but for today's purposes, I thought that I would just use a simple Rattlecan. I'm going to use a one-color finish, and then I'm going to show you how to degrade that finish in order to get some of the natural blacks from the original gun to show through and give it that overall BattleWorn look. So, and again, I'm just using one color today. I've seen a lot of things on the internet lately with several colors, and these things just look totally sick. But for the average person, they want to get a really cool effect, but again, might not have that confidence to apply multiple different color layers and things like that. I've done those kind of things in the past. Today, I just want to try it around with one single color, and what I'm going to do there is a smoke gray. And then I'm going to sand through that, and you're going to see the black from underneath. I'm sorry. So again, no magic, no rocket science. First step is to clean the gun extremely thoroughly. I've already done that with the gun behind me, and I've cleaned it with an automotive grade brake cleaner, really scrubbed in all the cracks and crevices to make sure that that's cleaned up. I followed that up with some denatured rubbing alcohol just to get my finger oils off of it and things like that. Then I masked off all the areas that I did not want painted, or I removed those pieces entirely. Now I'm going to take you outside and show you just the application of that paint. Again, not rocket science. This is spray paint, folks. I'm sure you've seen it before. What I will tell you, though, is you want to apply it in nice, light, even layers, and do not oversaturate any of these pieces. Otherwise, you're going to get all that heavy layers of paint inside all the nooks and crannies that you do not want the paint. So again, nice, light, even layers, and then I'm going to allow this gun to dry at least 12 hours before I even think about adding any distressing to it. So let's get down to it and let's start spraying this thing. Alright guys, so we're officially into day 2. So I've allowed the paint to set up. It's probably been about 15-16 hours now. It's overnight plus a few hours. So the paint is set up nicely. It's ready to go. One thing that you absolutely want to make sure that doesn't happen is that you don't start trying to do this technique while the paint is even the least bit tacky. It's going to gum up, it's going to ball up in your sandpaper and things like that, and it's just not going to come out the way you want. If the paint is the least bit tacky, wait at least another day and then go for it. You'll be much happier with the results in the end. Again, this isn't rocket science. I'm going to aim the camera level down to the gun itself. We're going to do the unmasking and see what we look like then. I'm going to reassemble it. And you're just going to see that I have a variety of grits of sanding blocks, different styles of sandpaper, and then some, even down to some steel wool. And all I'm looking to do is get a particularly worn effect on the gun. You really want to pay attention to realism. If this was the real gun and you had it out in combat, or it's been used for years and years, where's your hand position going to be? Because you're certainly going to have a lot of wear in those positions, around the safety, around the trigger guard, different places like that. If maybe over the years somebody's used it to grab the mag well, to pull the gun in tight, and use that to position their hand. So things like that. In the recesses, places, think about where places where the paint actually would still remain, and you don't want to go overboard with it. Remember guys, this again, I can't say it enough, it's not rocket science. You're not going to mess this up. One thing I would caution you on is I only like to sand just as far down as needed, because if I ever wanted to strip this paint off and have the gun looking back to original, of course I could certainly respray it black, you know, that's fine. I could Duracoat this thing black, but again, it's all about confidence and just going for it. I mean, listen, it's just paint. So now I'm going to tip the camera down. I'm going to put it on time lapse so that you guys don't have to sit there and watch the entire sanding process. I mean, that's a little crazy. And then I'll come back when I feel like I'm at a spot where I'm pretty happy with it. So here we go. Alright guys, so here it is. Here's the completed gun. Just took some time to sand. Here's one interesting thing about the Rattlecan finish is that it's going to wear better than a Cerakote or a Duracoat in terms of giving you more of this worn finish. That's just because of the durability is so much better with a Duracoat or a Cerakote versus a Rattlecan. But you know, you get what you pay for, and for a finish like this it really doesn't matter. So if you can look, I tried to really focus on the areas that would see the most extreme wear, right around the safety, the ejection, forward assist. I've gone ahead and put the optics back on, the charging handle, my iron sights that are setting at the 45. But there you go. You know, I don't think it turned out too bad. It was a quick, easy deal. This could always be reversed. I could use a little thinner and take all this finish off if I wanted to. And there may be some dull spots. Spray that down with some Ballistol or something like that. More than likely, it's going to shine out. And if not, you could simply Duracoat it all in black again. So there you go. But you know, one thing I was really thinking of as I did this gun, I was trying to think of in times of heavy use, you know, in like a military type application or something like that, what would all these finishes, what would they have to endure, and why would it wear in certain points? And it really got me to thinking, you know, what gets a gun to looking like this in real life is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. So it's almost, in my opinion, disrespectful to call this a BattleWorn finish. I certainly don't deserve to carry that on any of my guns. But what I would do is maybe call this more of a tribute gun to all those men and women that laid it all out on the line for us. So here you go. If you want to build yourself a tribute gun, it's as easy as this, guys. I think it gave a pretty cool look. Seen guys do it in various different colors. I've never seen somebody do it in the smoky gray, so I figured I would try that. So get out there, grab a Rattlecan, have fun, get some confidence, because it's really not rocket science, like I said. So enjoy.